Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel PokePidge. Firstly, let me apologise for my absence recently and my little bit of inactivity. I've had a stinking cold, lost my voice, I was away last weekend and basically didn't have any time to film anything, but as you can tell, I have some time now, so I'm back. 3 or 4 weeks ago I did my top 10 countries for a Pokemon region video, and there we ran from 10 to 2, but I didn't do 1, mainly because I have had loads of ideas for this country and how to make it into a Pokemon region, and I'd already started working on it before I did this top 10 list. I have hinted at this country in my recent videos. Take a look. The trailer for Detective Pikachu was released this week. I haven't seen it yet, so I thought I'd do what other people do and do a live reaction thing.
What do you want then? One from each group?
Sort of, yeah. I'm going to give you 3 types and then you'll see a type. The Magikarp vs Magikarp Master Trainer series came out on top with 100% of the votes. So, might as well start there. I'm sure by now you can guess what it is. But of course, I'll tell you that my #1 country for a Pokemon region is the UK. The UK has a richness and verdance to it that I think would correspond well into a region. There are just grasslands everywhere, you've got places in Scotland that are mountainous, places in Wales that are mountainous, places in England that are just full of forestry, and it is perfect. I've already named my region the Furroh region, and I've made a map, as you can see here, and I've tried to make it so that England, Wales and Scotland are represented. This has spurred me on to do a series, of which I am going to start part 1 today. I am going to create my region town by town, location by location on Minecraft, and I am going to walk you through everything that I do. I've already started on the first 2 towns and first sort of forest location, and I'm going to show that to you now. So without further ado, let's go to part 1 of my Furroh Pokemon region walkthrough. So we're going to start here in what I am going to call Meadowsweet Town. This is the second town on the map, but it's going to be the first town that you start in. Basically, this is your aunt's house. You're here because your house is still under construction. Your cousin is going to be your rival, and essentially, this is the first house. Nothing special. I'm not going to decorate it because that takes time, and basically that's about it. This isn't grass, this is a green carpet because my favourite colour is green. So this is your room, the whole thing upstairs is your room because logic. And that's basically this house. So let's go to the next building. What I'll show you next is the Pokemon Centre. And if I just scoot up here, essentially we've got that red cross there, as if to say, health, you know, this is where you come and heal your Pokemon. I've given it the sort of kind of flat orange roof and the little protrusion at your front like you get in most Pokemon Centres. So in we go. Shut the door behind us, don't want to draft in. And behind the counter you've got Nurse Joy there, looking a bit different. But yeah, this is where you heal your Pokemon, and you've got the little mart in the side here. 2 salesmen. Give me my potions, please. And what else you've got here is a Pokemon school, like you have everywhere. Essentially, there is the entrance, and there are all the rooms. That is the layout. Look at that. That's your outside, and this is the back. So essentially, this is the school. But as you may have noticed, there is one other little house here, and here it is. So let's go into here. It's got a nice step up here, so jump, or float in this instance, through the door. And this is all that's in there. A low roof, tiny room, but we have a hole here, so what do we have here? Go down a ladder. A nice dark tunnel. What is going on here? This is similar to the like the Fossil Maniac's place in Hoenn, in the Hoenn region. But look, I'm in the middle of nowhere now. Where's this going to lead? You know, this is a bit more intense. You're not going to be able to access this house immediately when you first got here. But yeah, where does it go? A little bit further down again. So essentially, you know, you're going to just keep floating and just keep going through this place, and you'll get to the end eventually. Here we go. Here's the end. And you are essentially in a bunker. It's an underground bunker, as you can tell. And this is where I don't particularly know what I'm going to use it for, but I just liked having it. You know, this is possibly like a retreat for the champion. Somewhere where they can stay. They've got their books, they've got their bed, the chest, you know, and I think there's some sort of cooking thing. But yeah, essentially this is just, well, that's a stone door, can't really get through that, let's knock it down for now. And yeah, that's a little hideaway, a little getaway for something. Right, let's go, let's follow this line so I know where I'm going, to the first town. Quain Town, I'm going to call it, because it's quaint. Quain Town. Here we are. So you're going to start in your aunt's house, you're going to have to go to get something from the removal van, so go see how your house is doing or something, so you're going to come down here, see your house partly built. Later on in the story of the game, you'll come back in your house, it'll be fully built, and you'll have a new bedroom and everything, it'll be fantastic. But for now, this is your house. Does it say so on there? Your house, yes it does. But yeah, we've got a second house next door. This is your next door neighbour. This is going to be the champion's house, but you're not going to know it. Essentially, loads of vines growing around. I quite like the look of it. But yeah, this is going to be champion's house, and you're not going to know about it. So yeah, this is, I don't really need to show you inside. It's just a house. So yeah, this is the champion's house in your hometown. Pretty interesting, I'd hope. But the most interesting thing about this entire bit, in my opinion, is... look at that. That is... that is the Pokemon Lab. Here it is. I have decorated the inside of this a little bit. But this is where you'll come and get your first Pokemon. This is where you'll enter later and try and defend the lab for your professor. But essentially, there's a little bit here for each starter Pokemon. So... if you want the fire type Pokemon, you're going to have to go to the lava pit chimney. It's not going to be a regular chimney with a fire, but it's got a lava pit. That's where your heat's going to come from. Don't ask me how grass is keeping it back, but I'm not going to argue. So you'll come over here, and this is where you'll see the fire type starter, which I'm going to call Cubburn. It's going to be basically like a baby Jaguar, a cub, a fire type. Cubburn. Why not? But next up, why don't we go up here? Let's see what we've got upstairs. What have we got upstairs, I wonder? Through the door, close the door, and we are in a nice grassy area right in front of the glass here, the glass window, to have a look down and see the lab. Look at that, we have a tree growing on a building. So you'll come up here and get introduced to your grass starter, and I have thought about this. I'm going to call it Fribbit. It's going to be a tree frog, but it's going to be a grass type. It's going to be it's going to be very sleek, very smooth sort of design, sort of like Trico, but as a tree frog. And that's where Fribbit is going to be. So we've gone back inside, we've gone down the stairs, and now we're going to go outside. First of all, I'll show you where you find your water starter. In the little pool here, they're actually sea turtle eggs, but that's fine. And this is where your water starter is going to be. Literally just here. So this is where you'll come out and you'll try and catch it first. You don't need any other Pokemon to be here, you just need to go out and catch it. This is where it will be. Your fire starter's inside, the grass starter's outside technically, and this is in the back. The water starter I've designed is called Damfin, because we haven't got a dolphin yet. Damp, Dolphin, Damfin. It will evolve into Marafin, Marine, Dolphin, Marafin, and then finally evolve into an Orca called Walkerfall, a mix of Orca and Waterfall. That's something I'm extremely interested in. But as every lab has, here are all the Pokemon, just chilling out. Look at them there, all the land Pokemon, all the grazing Pokemon. Hey, who's eating the grass there? But this is where they're going to be. Additionally to this, we have got the aviary. This is where all the flying types are going to be. So, let's go through here. Oh, got to try and do this without letting any of them out. Right, go, go. Good. Look at them all. They should be flying up there. Some of them, that blue one's giving it a go. But yeah, this is essentially the aviary. That's a hard word to say. But yeah, this is essentially the aviary. There's a bit of glass up there you can get into. Not going to get into it now. I'll just instead go outside and have a look. Go, 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 go. Oh, we've let one out. Oh no, we haven't. No, we're fine. But if we go up to the extended grass area, that's where they all are, look. Just flying around, basically. I have also created a cave. This took quite some time, but let's go in and have a look and see what we've got. We go down here. It's very dark, but it's meant to be. It's a cave. In this cave, if I can go over to a shiny lit area. Ah, there you go. Bats. That's the kind of Pokemon you expect here. You know, like a Zubat, a Spinarak of a spider, Geodude, anything like that. This is where they would all hang out. Nice dark cave. Perfect for anyone who likes that sort of thing. We of course have a bigger sort of lake as well where the water type Pokemon can hang out. There you go, got a dolphin there, nice turtles, some fish. Again, this is pretty basic. It's just blown up with TNT and filled in with water. And yeah, don't quite know what else to say about that one. But that's basically it for the Pokemon Lab. The lake, the aviary, the cave. Nice fenced off area for the Pokemon, and of course the specific areas for the starters inside and slightly outside. A little bit of smoke coming from the lava, not quite sure if that's how it works, but I thought it'd be nice to do anyway. So basically, after you've left your aunt's house, you've gone back to your hometown, to the lab, got your starter, come back, your cousin's got jealous so he's ran off to go and get one as well. That is when you can leave the second town and enter the first forest. Hopefully I've made this so that it's confusing to get through. Last time I saw this I couldn't quite remember where I was going, so that looks like a dead end. But yeah, this is the forest. It's this, you know, it's standard to have a forest such an early stage in a game. Cheating a little bit, I'm cutting through the grass, and here we go at the end. So basically this is now the start of the third city, and this is going to be where the first gym is. It's going to be where there's a castle. It's going to be based off of Colchester, and that is essentially what I'm about to show you on part 2. So for now, this is the end. But that was it. I hope you have enjoyed this video. My next video is going to be a Christmas special, and I am so happy with it. I am exceptionally proud of the work I'm doing on it, and I really want you guys to see it. But until then, I'll see you guys later. If you're not following me on Twitter already, please do. I'll put the link down here below. You can also find it by searching PokePidge, or just PokePidge, which is a little bit strange, but still, it would be great to see you guys on there. I'm putting more and more content on my Twitter, so please come and join me.